Hello, I'm April, and I supported the Education and Engagement Department's in-person planning meeting by creating a logistics guide in Notion. I received a lot of positive feedback on it, and I thought it would be helpful to share how it was created in hopes that it will serve as an option or inspiration to whatever you may be working on. So first things first, what is Notion? Notion describes itself as a single place where you can think, write, and plan, but honestly, it's so much more. I've also heard it referred to as your own Wikipedia, and if you have experience in Airtable, then you already know some of the capabilities of Notion's databases. I was able to share this page directly to the web. This is one of the many great features of Notion. Only the creator needs an account for sharing one-directional information, and the data can easily be edited after it has been published. And as you can see here, the data is extremely responsive and accessible via mobile. For this simple page, I relied on toggles for hiding and displaying data, call-out boxes for visual interest, and embedded maps and attachments for easy accessibility. I also used a third-party form to bring information into a database so it could be sorted and displayed as needed, but I'll cover that in a separate video. Let's recreate the main elements of this logistics page together. What we'll do is we'll go over to the workspace that we set up, and we'll hit a plus sign, which automatically adds a blank page into our workspace. We'll see this is what we had here with the original, and we can just pop down to our new one. So I'm going to go ahead, put that sidebar away so we have a little more room to create. And the first thing we want to do is title our page. So let's just call it E and E Logistics Duplicate. Now, the next thing I like to do, because I love a beautiful view, is go ahead and add a cover. See that right there? It's the second image from the left next to add an icon. We're going to add a cover, and it will automatically assign you a cover at random, and then we will simply decide if we want to reposition it or go ahead and change it. If you choose change, you do have an option of a gallery. You can do solid colors, you can upload your own images, you can add a link to an image, or you can go over here to Unsplash, which just comes automatic on Notion. You can search for something, say Florida. Look at those beautiful palm trees. Beautiful. And let's go ahead and reposition. I kind of just want the tops of them and that beautiful blue sky. And then next we're going to add an icon. And here we got that perfect little tree there that'll just add a little something. Now what's great about that is you'll see you also do see that icon in the sidebar as it relates to your page. So that's just really helpful. We're going to go with an empty page. You have a lot of options as soon as you come in, but for now we're just going to work with an empty page. Notion is built block by block, and those blocks are determined by the slash command. You can have a text block, you can have a toggle, a call out. There are many different options. And so I like to use toggles to hide information or nest it, as it were, so that it's not visually overwhelming, right? We want to put a lot of information right at the top of our logistics sheet, and we want to make it so that it can be visually referenced as necessary. So in order to do that, we're going to do slash command T O, and look at, there you go. Toggle list shows right up. And you'll see right now the toggle is facing to the side. So we're going to give it a title. Let's say, just for an example, this is going to be airport information, right? We're going to go ahead and turn that toggle down, and now this block appeared, and this is just an interior toggle block for this piece. So we'll say, actually, and this is what's fun too. So you can have this toggle, and then the toggle can contain another type of block, for example, a bullet, right? So we'll do a bulleted list inside of this airport information. The Fort Lauderdale airport was nearby. I'm spelling it incorrectly or not. There we go, Lauderdale. The Miami airport, I don't know. Tampa's not anywhere nearby, but we're going to put it there as an example. It's just fill in space. So there you go. All right. So now we see that there are different airports that we can stop in, and now they're gone. And so we can just simply repeat this with multiple toggles, whatever other information we want to share right at the top of the page. Since we're all going to be traveling and using our expense cards, maybe for the first time in a while, let's go ahead and make sure everyone has access to the expense policy. So what we'll do, as always, slash command, and let's see, I'm going to try upload. It just had that intuition. It knows what I'm asking for. I could do an upload or embed a link. I'm just going to go ahead and upload the policy. There we go. And voila, our expense policy is right there. Now, it doesn't look so great, so I'm going to go ahead and put a title right here. Actually, I might do a call out. So let's do a slash. I start to write call out, that searches it and brings it right up. And callouts are really fun because they just kind of make a cohesive area that could be a different color. You can just do it with an outline, but I'll do a title here where I'll just write expense policy. And then I'm just going to go ahead and drag and drop this embedded file into my callout box. So that looks nice. I'm going to maybe add a little something else. Let's just ask folks to please review the policy and use the accounting codes provided in the document. There we go. And it would be kind of fun there, since it has to do with money, is we will do maybe, here we go, a bill for our icon. I like about Notion that you can use a lot of icons to break up information. The other thing is, since money is green, why don't we go ahead and change the color of our call out box to a green background? And looks like we have an extra text block in there. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of that with a delete. Okay, so we're starting to build out something really nice. We've got our call out boxes breaking up some information. We've got our toggles hiding away some things so that we don't have too much to look at. Let's go ahead and do another call out, and let's start working on our agenda. Right now, when you do another call out, it just duplicates what you did on the previous one. So let's go ahead and let's maybe do a different color. Let's do a pretty orange. And I'm really liking the palm tree today, so we're going to add a palm tree there. And we'll say this is for the first day of arrival. So maybe everyone's arriving on Sunday. Since I want this to be kind of a title, I'm going to go ahead and bold that. I'm also going to pop down here. Now, when you enter within a call out, it actually has you leave the call out. So you then can just take a text box down here and drag it right on back up. Now, what I'd like to do is add a link. Maybe that would show how to go from the airport to the hotel, give a sense of visual reference in terms of where we'll be located. So something I can do with that, and actually I'm going to depart for 1 second. I'm going to go over to Google Maps, and I'm just going to grab a link there. Just like we did to bring up the call out and every other thing, we're just going to go ahead and do a slash command, and then we're going to do embed. And you'll see here, let's do a little look at our different options for embedding. Oh, perfect, Google Maps. So we'll click on that. I pulled up a URL around the airport, and let's go ahead and embed that. There we go. So now you can see what the airport is. We can go ahead and actually zoom out a little. We're trying to give some visual context. So now we can see where the airport is in relation to other things. And actually, I also want to be able to hide that. So why don't we do another slash toggle here? And we're just going to write airport map. And then we're going to drag via these little dots the map into the toggle. And so now we can see that the airport map only displays when we open that toggle. And you also noticed that the callout box shrinks or expands depending on the information inside of it. And there we have it. The toggles, callouts, and embedding are the main features that I use to create the logistics page for our education and engagement planning meeting. I hope this information was helpful and provides you some thoughts, inspiration, ideas of what you might be able to use Notion for. It can do so much more than this. This is a very high level, basic overview, but I find it really helpful and I hope you do too. Thanks for watching.